back to the Conversation with KSET. Our topic for today is private tourism. Whenever we hear the term tourism, it seems we are talking about those who have enough time, enough money, enough resources, and they are just going somewhere to have fun. But today I'm here to suggest to you some 3 important places you have to visit during your lifetime, or at least once in a year. Those places are hospital, prison, and then the cemetery. You know, these 3 places I just mentioned, they are not our favorite tourist sites. It is not fun to be at those places. But when we get to those places, spiritually, they are going to help us. So let's take the first one, hospital. Why must we visit the hospital? And this tourism I'm talking about, I'm not talking about a group of people gathering together to go to that site, but you alone, you can just decide to go to the hospital for a reason. Those are the reasons I'm going to outline. 1, when you go to the hospital for tourism, you get to know that everything you see at the hospital is possible. By that I mean everything that has happened to somebody at the hospital, that same thing can happen to you. Whatever you see it has happened to somebody, you realize that, oh wow, I can also find myself in this same situation. When you go to the hospital, you realize that good health is all you need. Yes. And you also realize that waking up every day healthy is nothing sort of miracle. But you know one thing, the business of our daily life make us forget the vital truth which says waking up healthy every day is nothing sort of miracle. It is a miracle to wake up healthy every day. You get it? It is not fun to be at the hospital, but when you get there, it opens your eye, your ego, your pride, your Facebook likes, and all those things, they cease to matter at the hospital. Let's rush to the second point, prison. Prison. When you visit the prison, you realize that you don't have to take the little freedom you have. It's not even little, the freedom you have, you won't take it for granted. It will also help you to know the petty things, the petty mistakes that can take you there. When you go there and you ask people the reason why they landed or they found themselves in prison, you'll be marvelous, you'll be surprised. The little things we have been doing, the little things you have taken for granted, those things can take you to prison. So never wish to be there. So for you to prevent being incarcerated, then you must visit the prison. If you go there, you realize that the worst day in the free world is better than your best day in prison. You get it? Yes. The worst day in the free world is better than the best day in prison. So visit the prison and it will open your eye to learn something from there. Let's go to the last one, which is the cemetery. When you go to the cemetery, you will learn a lot of things. You realize that after everything, that will be your final home. During your birthdays, you have to visit the prison at the cemetery. Once in a while, you have to go there and learn things. You realize that nobody has parked his car over there. It doesn't matter who gathered much. When you go to the cemetery, you realize that after everything, you will leave this world and then we go. And when we go there, you see a lot of unused treasures. By that I mean, you see people with good gifts they didn't even use, good plans they didn't even use, but they have landed themselves in the cemetery. So putting all this together, this is the private tourism I'm talking to you about. You don't need much money before you can go to the hospital, the prison, and then the cemetery. They are even around your localities. You can just go there, just even once in a year. It won't be bad, just to learn something for yourself. If you are able to visit these places, you swallow your pride, you respect your colleague, you understand people, you will calm down in life. So I'm just urging all of us that the hospital, the prison, and the cemetery should be our private tourist site, though they are not a fun place to be.